community, integrated community. So it should involve economy and politics. So the fact is that we should really understand how we can involve the firms which are present on the activities which are present on the territories with school and municipality. Because as we saw in Norway, you guys, you have a virtuous example of how these things should be done. And then also this awareness of the territory is the only thing which can create a vision and a sense of community. But the most important thing is the will of having this sense of community. If you don't have that, it's hard, because you can have money, the funds, but they remain there. You can spend them, but without having a final product. I mean, the final product would be the community and this sense of community and this vision of the community. So the question is, we are all researching in this field, place-based education. How can we tell to the representatives, to the stakeholders in our community what we are doing, so that we can make them aware of this possibility. But also the people, starting from the students when they are young in primary school, then we can have them love and feel the territory and the possibilities that their territory is giving them.
I think it's important is to think about, yes, is to have a vision, as you say, that's been discussed, and to think about an integrated, sustainable approach to territorial development. What I mean with integrated, it means that society, I mean the community, the politics and economy, I mean the companies, share a common vision about the territorial development of a region. And this should start from the valorization of the local territory, and nowadays should be supported by the technology. I think technology is another important element of factors that can contribute to this shared vision and to the development of a territory. And yes, and of course what I said before, I said sustainable, because we should now take into consideration all the environmental issue and try to valorize nature with an ecological perspective. But as you say, it's not a strict ecological, it's thinking the territory where we live in a sustainable way from the different point of view.
The visit in Norway at Sinkaberg, who maybe we thought had done quite a few things right. They have integrated with the school, they cooperated with the community, they are dealing with youngsters from 6, 7, 8 years old at the university level. Everything from visits to their companies to master's degrees studies that students can do and come back and work afterwards. And then we also talked about the visit yesterday, which I personally think have more or less the same potential. Very nice people, very professional, a lot of knowledge, and they have a brand. And their problem was, how could they be attractive for youngsters? Because if you look back 15 years ago, nobody wants to work at Sinkaberg. It was not of any interest for the youngsters. And then they start in this work. It takes time. cooperate with school, to cooperate with community, to spread the word and things like that. So things really take time when it came to cooperation. And one of the key factors out of all this, I think the cultural thing is very important. Tradition. How is your tradition for cooperation? And if you don't have that tradition, you have to build it.
Yes.
And that was happening in Røvik and Sinkaberg.
Yeah.
And then, as I said here, who is the first mover? Is it a school or is it the industry? And as Martin said, the school can't just sit and wait that the industry make contact. At the same time, you have to be very humble and say, could we suit you? And then, I think that's what more or less had happened in the and then he was lucky, and the company see that this will really benefit us. We will get youngsters, we will get workforce and cooperating with schools. So I said that for the last 10 years, the schools in Røvik and Val are not doing any advertisement or agriculture education, because that is doing by the industry themselves. They have said, you want to come to work with us? Go to this school, take this education. So this is about the cultural thing. And then you have the social thing. It's how could this be popular? How can we make this, like, this is what we want to do. We want to work in the industry, we want to work in the agriculture business, we want to work with citrus or whatever in the agriculture business. And it's also about economy. We see now in Norway that a lot of youngsters have rich parents who don't have to work. When I was young, I was happy if I made a few Norwegian kroner to buy me ice cream or maybe have a week off. But nowadays, rich parents, you don't need to work. I don't know if that's like in your region, but if you need to work, then you will work. If you don't have to, you can choose for that. So that's also about the social thing with your parents and the community. We also discussed a little bit at the end of the technology part, because as you have in the UC, you have this online education. You can be in another place, still have the education. You can live in your community and work in another place. You got maybe 4 weeks working, 2 weeks off, things like that. And also this gives people a lot of flexibility, which the technology will benefit. And also one interesting thing is that you can use the technology to make your community now outside your own community. Like social media, or like Martin said, Aro Odin, which is 2 persons traveling around in Norway and make films about what happened in this small social place. This is coming on the television. Everyone see it. It's very, very good public policy.
That you told about the parents that start, the parents in other regions. He also said that yesterday at the citrus plant. Do you remember that? He also said that it's actually the parents starts there. Also because in his point of view, the problem was that parents nowadays they expect their students to like study and go abroad. That was his point of view yesterday. So we have something about where there.